You may speak English confidently, but can you imagine taking your car to the garage and hearing this? Can you pop the bonnet? There's a puncture in your tyre. Your windscreen wipers need replacing. Would you know what they all meant? These aren't difficult words. They are just words no one thinks to teach you. But if you drive in the UK, you'll almost certainly need them one day. So today, I'm going to teach you the English that every driver should know in the UK. Good morning! What are your favourite night spots? It's almost time for my appointment. Can I walk there? Or should I take a bus? Hi everyone, and welcome to Just Saying. Before we hit the road, let's start with something surprisingly simple. Do you actually know the names of the different parts of your car in British English? This is the bonnet, and if you're more familiar with the American English, you might also know it as the hood. This is the windscreen and windscreen wipers. And those are the wing mirrors. This is called the boot. And finally, down here we have the tires. If someone says, "I've got a puncture," that's what they mean. Great! Now that we've looked around the outside of the car, let's jump inside. There's plenty more new useful words waiting for us there. This is the steering wheel, and these are the indicators. Americans often call them signals. On the panel between the passenger and the driver, there's normally the handbrake and the gear stick. And in front of you, there is the dashboard where you see your speed and the warning lights. And in the panel in front of the passenger seat, there's normally a compartment called the glove box, although no one really keeps their gloves there. And let's not forget your rear view mirror. As soon as you're on the road, you're bound to hear some everyday expressions people use when driving the car. For example, "Could you drop me off here?" Or "Could you pull over for a moment?" You might also hear, "I've missed my turning," or "I've missed my turn," or "I'm in the wrong lane." These are the kinds of things British drivers say all the time. Of course, driving means fuel, so let's make a stop at the petrol station. In the UK, we normally say petrol, not gas. You might hear someone ask, "Which pump are you at?" Many petrol stations also have an air pump, and that's where you can check your tyre pressure. Thank you. Hi, number 5, please.
£22.80.
Now imagine, you filled up your car, everything seems fine, and then a warning light comes on, or your car starts making a really strange noise. That's when you find yourself at the garage. That's where many learners suddenly realize they're missing some really important vocabulary. Imagine your mechanic says, "You have a puncture in your rear tire. Your brake pads need replacing. Your windscreen wipers are worn out." Or that he asks, "Have you got a locking wheel nut?" That's the tiny piece of metal that could save you a lot of time if you ever need to change a tire. Let's hope you never need the next phrases. But if you do, you'll be glad you learned them today. Because unfortunately, cars don't always behave themselves. Imagine you're driving home and suddenly something doesn't feel right. Maybe your car won't start. Or perhaps you've got a flat tire. You may need to call for help and say, "My car has broken down," or "I ran out of petrol," or "The engine warning light has come on." If you're stuck and you need help, you can also say, "I need roadside assistance. Could somebody come and help me?" Hopefully you'll never need to know those phrases, but it's always better to know them before you need them. Learning English isn't just about passing exams, it's about feeling confident in everyday situations. And if you drive in the UK, your car is definitely one of them. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. Which word from today's video was completely new to you? If you learned something new today, please like this video and let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this one every week, and follow me on social media for more tips on speaking fluent English. Bye!